Hi, what's up everyone? Today I would like to talk about Kyrgyzstan and what's happening during the pandemic over there. Now, as I've told already in the previous episodes, this Central Asian region is really following Mother Russia and its followings as if we go further down south. Meaning that, I already gave you the spoiler alert last time. Once Russia announces something, then Kazakhstan copies it and just announces the same thing a day after or even on the same day. Now that applies to Kyrgyzstan. Once Kazakhstan announces something because Russia announced something, then Kyrgyzstan just copies it and on the same day or the day after just announces exactly the same. Now I can assume that if you would go even further south, or let's say Tajikistan or a little bit towards west, Uzbekistan let's say, then because of the economical hierarchy, those countries, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan I mean, they may follow Kyrgyz orders, that follows the Kazakh orders, and that follows the Russian orders, and so on. Well, I'm not sure if Putin would be following officially anyone, but nevertheless I'm not getting into these David Icke kind of conspiracy theories. Kyrgyzstan has a population of 6.3 million people, and of that we have a really tiny number of over 800 confirmed cases infected by COVID-19, the SARS-2, the coronavirus. I'm not sure if there are any other names. Anyways, and of that 800 plus people, we only have 12 confirmed death cases. It's really nothing. Not only as a statistical number in comparison to the whole population, but also as a natural number. And of that 800 plus cases, we have 614 confirmed recovered cases, which is really good, like almost as many people recovered as the confirmed cases since the coronavirus kicked in Kyrgyzstan. Now Bishkek, just like a few other regions across the country, have gone through something that never happened in the history of Kyrgyzstan over 25 years. It's the state of emergency, meaning that full lockdown, no messing around, no walking on the streets, no meeting friends, no transportation, no borders locked, no traveling from one city to another, no crossing the street without permission. I mean guys, just like 2 days ago I was talking about Kazakhstan, in Kyrgyzstan also you need a specific permit. In Kyrgyzstan, you, if I'm not mistaken, you don't even have a permit to travel one place to another. You don't have the borders open, you don't have any flights, you don't have any trains. Well, if I'm not mistaken, Kyrgyzstan has only one train route between Istiklal, the biggest lake in the country, and Central Asia, not counting Aral, obviously, and the capital Bishkek. And maybe there was another one from Bishkek to Samarkand, Uzbekistan's second largest city. But anyways, not to mention the public services, the buses, the taxis are skyrocketed. Buses only run in a certain times, but only since 4th of May, which was just a few days ago when the government decided to loosen its regulations. And not need to mention that Kazakhstan chose to loosen its regulations, and guess what happened in Russia? Yes, they did loosen their regulations as well on the 4th of May. So like I said, these news coming from Moscow, then going through Nur Sultan, and then coming down to Bishkek, and so on perhaps. In the 1 kilometer radius, just like in Kazakhstan, it really sounds like I'm repeating myself, it's just the street view is different because now it's Bishkek, the capital of Kyrgyzstan, not Shymkent, the third largest city of Kazakhstan. Third largest, second largest, they're the second largest city, sorry, I gotta call it. So you only have 1 kilometer radius where you are able to move, and in that radius you gotta be able to sort out all your medical needs, all your grocery needs, and that's all. 1.5 meters social distancing, again not 2 meters unlike in the West, but guess what? Same applies to Russia, same applies to Kazakhstan, and so on. No gatherings over 3 people, and no messing around, like no leaving the city, no going to visiting friends. Again, unlike in Kazakhstan, here people don't even have this $80 support from the government on an individual level for the unemployed people. Here nobody gets nothing. The utility bills are still coming, you still gotta put food in your mouth, you still gotta put petrol in your car, even though you are officially not allowed to drive, but there are certain cases when it's a necessity. And also the biggest market in the whole Central Asia, called Dordoy market, has been shut for months now. The biggest market in Bishkek, Osh Bazar, has been shut for months now. And just imagine the amount of people relying on these businesses. The amount of people who are involved and their daily life is tightly dependent on the income that they make after selling their products or making whatever business services tightly linked to these two markets. Not to mention about the villages, not to mention about the second largest city called Osh. These cities are all under the state of emergency. They are all under these tight regulations, full lockdown. So the amount of people are starving, and then here we are complaining we didn't get the benefit, we didn't get the support in Hungary, in UK, like all over West Europe, that hey, the government is not looking after us, only our 50% of wages are paid, how many unemployed people are there, and so on. That's horse shit, guys. It's horse shit. Simply why? Because here the government doesn't even care about you. Like, they expect you to keep on paying, but it doesn't have the money. Yeah, of course you can question that how is it possible that all these countries presidents they all report to the international courts because of corruption and abuse of political power, but still these are poor countries without the corruption. They are not allowed to afford themselves to help its citizens. Now, it's nasty and I disagree in it in fundamentals, because how is it possible that the country is starving but the politicians are still damn fat? But again, I'm drawing my personal opinion in here, and simply because I'm getting emotional, as I used to live in Kyrgyzstan as well for a number of months. I used to work over there as an English teacher for a number of months. So guys, this is a really good episode on COVID-19, proving that how privileged we are, that how thankful we are supposed to be towards our government, towards our politicians, our nation, our country, that we get to live in a Western society. Because those people are going through some hard times. You say you don't have money to go and travel this year, you don't have money to buy whatever, the new car, the new flat, because I didn't expect this COVID-19. Those people are starving. Those people are fighting for their food. They're fighting for paying electricity bills. Just like in the previous episode about Kazakhstan, I said about this teacher. This is serious things, and then we should be damn grateful for our time that we are hit by this COVID-19 in a country where we live. I'm talking to the people living in a Western society, including myself. So guys, just think about it. Be thankful that you don't get to go through what those people. My heart is all for Kyrgyz people. Guys, stay strong. Till next time, subscribe, hit that like button if you did this video, and be damn skeptical about these lockdowns. Question your politicians, whether are they really protecting you, or are they just protecting their own power by tightening the regulations, backing and justifying with COVID-19. Bye.